Welcome back to the Whispering Path Soul Wellness Show. I'm Yogini Tami. And today on this episode of my Soul Show, we'll be talking about stress. The definition of stress, a state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances. I'm sure we can all relate to what stress is and how it feels. Are you feeling a little overwhelmed with life? Do you have a lot of emotions coming up in your soul? Your soul is your vibratory frequency. It's your energy. It's your essence. This physical body is just the vehicle that carries our beautiful souls around. Is your soul feeling a little heavy, like you have a lot to accomplish, you have a lot to do? Are you actually getting symptoms in your physical body? Those symptoms, do you need to consult a doctor? Energy bodies, they guide our physical beings, our physical vessels. Our energy bodies always speak to us first. But when we don't hear or pay attention of the cues that the energy body is giving, it goes to the physical body. Because a lot of times people are not able to really tap into their energy because they can't believe what they can't see, right? So when you start learning more about energy, you start believing in a lot of things that you can't see. But until that happens, your physical body starts to talk. And it talks a little quietly, and then it talks louder. And the more that you don't listen, it talks really loud. And that's your physical body. Those are the symptoms. So are you having symptoms in your body? Pay attention, because this is the way that your physical body communicates to you when you're not listening to your energetic being. When we go to the doctor looks at all different things, usually takes some blood work if they can't figure out initially what's going on. And when you get the test results back and it looks quote unquote normal, and they're kind of perplexed on why this is happening in your body, they usually give you the diagnosis of it's from stress. Right? When you get that diagnosis, are you taking the diagnosis seriously? Are you changing your lifestyle to minimize your daily stress? Does your doctor even give you ideas on how to manage your stress, cope with your stress, reduce your stress? These are all really important things to think about, because if you go to the doctors and they tell you that all these physical symptoms are from stress, you need to do something about it ASAP, as soon as possible. My purpose in life is to help beautiful souls like you manifest balance between your body, your mind, and your soul, taking really amazing care of yourself so you can walk through the world feeling amazing while you're taking care of all the responsibilities and the demands of life. I'm here for all of you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to support you. I really want to empower you to be the beautiful soul that you are, to be your authentic self, to live in your truth, to speak in your truth, to do life the way that serves you. Because when you take care of yourself first, you're better for everyone else. It is not selfish to take care of your own being. You're going to get more done on your to-do list. You're going to be more productive when you're feeling well, right? When you're motivated, when you're inspired, right? And the people around you will feel your love. They'll feel your presence. They'll feel that high vibration that you are emitting out in your energy. They will feel your authentic presence. And when you walk into a room, you're going to elevate the room. So taking care of yourself first so you can elevate the people around you, elevate the energy, elevate the world, is actually an amazing gift you can give to other beautiful souls in the world around us. So let's get real on this soul show. I'm all about real. I don't do fake conversations. I like it real. So let's get real. As we move through our day, we experience stress. We can't get away from it. You can't, unless you put yourself in a bubble. But even then, I'm not too sure. Stress is unavoidable. You know, we need to learn how to pause. We need to learn how to respond to this external stimuli that's causing us stress versus just react at our first notion of stress is coming in. Stress is the result of your body and your mind communicating to you that your needs are not being met. We all have needs, right? We all have wants, we have desires. But we need to let people know with our throat chakra, with our communication, what our needs are. Do you check in with yourself every day? We know that our wellness, our soul wellness, has to begin in our own soul, has to begin inside of us. And then everything else around us that adds to our soul wellness is just like the icing on the cake. But it starts right here. And I want to know every day when you wake up, do you check in with yourself? Do you ask yourself what you need? Do you ask yourself what you desire? Do you ask yourself what you want? Do you listen to the answers? We can ask ourselves all day long, but unless we listen and figure out a plan and take action, why bother asking the question, right? You're important. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to listen to what you need and give it to yourself. Or are you kind of in that loop of overriding your own body's signals? Keep pounding away at the pavement on that to-do list that's never gonna end. It's constantly revolving. You know, are you just constantly doing all these demands and depleting your own being in the process? I'm here today on this Soul Show, everybody, to remind you that taking care of your body is serious business. You need to take it seriously because the body can only take neglect for so long before it starts to break down. You have a choice. You can take the time now to take the best care of you, or you can neglect yourself and get into the doctor's office and feel unwell and get sick. Either way, it's going to cost you time. It's going to cost you time now, or it's going to cost you time later. That's just the honest truth. I personally would empower you to implement preventative self-care into your daily plan, into your weekly plans. Because when you do this preventative care, when you take care of yourself, hopefully you're not going to need to waste your time in the doctor's office. You're not going to need to take prescribed medications. You know, you're going to feel really, really well when you take good care of yourself, right? Western medicine is a beautiful thing for certain things. You know, it saves lives. There's a lot of great things to it. But there's also a lot of great things to Eastern medicine. There's a lot of great things to the practices of yoga, Reiki, meditation, Lomi Lomi bodywork, polarity therapy, acupuncture, chiropractic, massage. I could go on all the amazing alternatives to taking the best care of you. I know from my healing journey, the Eastern medicine, homeopathy, and all the things that I mentioned have significantly impacted my wellness. And the practices saved my life. They continue to save my life on the daily. So your health is very, very, very important. Your health is going to impact how you can live your life on a daily basis. It's going to impact how you thrive. We don't just want to get by. We don't just want to survive. We want to thrive in an elevated vibratory frequency, feeling amazing. Like I'm going to jump out of the seat and come sit with you in your space and support you and work with you and take care of you, right? With all of these amazing ideas. Do you want to move through the world feeling amazing? Do you want to just wake up every morning and be like, I get to live this day, right? So I believe every soul wants to do just that. So it's our responsibility to give our bodies what they need to thrive, to listen to our bodies. It is really worth taking the time every single day when you don't think you have the time. Why is doing your self-care and the practices first important in relationship to everyday stress? I believe when you take care of yourself and you practice first, everything else falls into place in your life, even when you have a to-do list a mile long. Even I get caught up sometimes in the, oh my goodness, I can't get on my mat because I have to do my homework and I have to get to school and I have to take care of kids and I have to see clients and I have. But ultimately, I get to do all of that. I changed my mindset, I get to do it. So I get to choose doing my practices first, because when I do my practices first, I'm a way better soul, way better energy for everyone else that I'm going to come in contact with throughout the day. You feel more balanced emotionally, physically, energetically. You can handle the stress and the challenges that come. You know, sometimes the stress comes, and when you're balanced and you're on your game, it's like, I can handle that. It's all good. But when you're a little shaky in your foundation and you're a little overwhelmed, even the little things can really be like, whoa, you know. So my definition of self-care is anything that calms your nervous system down and makes you happy. It sets your soul on fire. It could be super easy things like drinking a cup of tea mindfully, taking a bath, taking a 20-minute walk outside, doing some meditation, doing some yoga. There's a lot of different things. As long as it makes you happy and it starts to calm your nervous system down, it's self-care, right? We need to remember that the pause and truly being in the moment, showing up for ourselves, is crucial to our own soul wellness. We have been preconditioned by prehistoric times to move into that fight, flight, or freeze response when a stressor comes into our lives. It's like that saber-toothed tiger chasing us and we're running for our lives so we can survive, right? So the response activates our sympathetic nervous system. We cannot heal in our sympathetic nervous system. So our bodies are in a state of a place, an environment, that they can't do any healing in the sympathetic nervous system. Do you know that once you have that stress trigger, that stress response, it takes you a good hour for your nervous system to come back to a place where it can heal, where it has the right environment to heal itself. Homeostasis is a healing place. It's where your body can repair, it can heal. Doing your self-care practices helps move you into a state known as the parasympathetic nervous system. And that's where your rest, recovery, and repair state happen. This is where true healing happens. That's why when you go into the practices and the practices stimulate your nervous system, this is why you do a lot of healing in your practices. This is why you do a lot of healing in your own self-care. It is okay in a part of life to be in fight and flight sometimes, to be in the sympathetic nervous system sometimes. But the demands of the Western world has made it that we're always in our sympathetic nervous system. We're always running for our lives. We're never pausing and getting calm, going within. We're always, whoa, I gotta run, right? And those demands of life that are making us in that fight or flight response is not a place that our bodies can heal and take care of their own selves. This becomes chronic stress, and this is where the true problem lies with stress. Now, you all know acute stress. We all have that. We have it sometimes, Something happens, a stimuli comes in, an impulse comes in, and our heart rate increases, and our blood pressure may go up, and our stress hormone may surge, We might feel, it's acute stress, right? Because our bodies go into that stress, but then they come out, right? They come out of that stress, and then they're able to bring us back into the homeostasis place, right? Our parasympathetic nervous system, where our rest, recovery, and repair state can happen. Well, guess what? If our bodies are always in chronic stress, we're always in that fight and flight response, we may have more anxiety. We might have insomnia and not be able to sleep at night. Maybe the weight is creeping up and we have some obesity issues. We might have constant digestive upset, possibly cancer and autoimmune disease, heart attacks, strokes, all these things that I don't believe anybody wants in their life, because all of those things are roadblocks. All those things are roadblocks for us living our best life and doing what we want to do in life. When in chronic stress, our bodies break down slowly and we lose our vitality in our beings. Chronic stress is the seeds of dis-ease. If you allow yourself to stay in chronic stress, you're watering these seeds. And guess what? They're gonna bloom into states of being that are not desirable, that will impact your ability to thrive in your life. You need to give your body the time to calm down. Go into the parasympathetic nervous system. Release that chronically stressed state that you've been in for a long, long time. Guess what? Today's a new day. We get to begin again. That's what yoga tells us. We get to begin again. Who cares what you did yesterday? Who cares what you did 2 weeks ago? What you're doing in this present moment is going to affect your today, and it's going to affect your tomorrow. So you have the power to change. Self-care and the practices are so important. I talk about them all the time. Sometimes I think people are sick of me talking about the practices. But you know what? This is why I'm on this earth. I'm on this earth to spread the practices to everyone, to give them the knowledge, to give them the support they need so they can rise up on their own soul wellness plan. We got to bring that homeostasis into our bodies, that place of rest, recovery, healing, repair. Self-care and the practices will help us reduce our stress, bring an inner calm and inner peace into our bodies, our minds, our souls, and will help us be able to be more connected to our own selves, to the people around us. It will help us to respond versus react. It will give us more compassion, more unconditional love, more unconditional forgiveness for life, for ourselves, for the beautiful souls that walk our path with us. It will help us be better in our own relationships. It will help us to be able to love all over our own selves. Love ourselves, send love out into the world. There's so much more that these practices can do. I believe anything is possible with the power of your own soul, the power of your vibratory frequency, the power of your soulful essence, your energetic being that's being carried around by this amazing physical vessel, this physical being. You have the choice how you spend your own energy. You have the choice how you prioritize your own life, right? So I'm encouraging you to take your self-care and your practices seriously, because what you focus on today is going to manifest into your tomorrows. Sometimes it's hard to reduce the stress that comes our way. I'm not minimizing it. This isn't easy. If it was easy to live soulfully, to be so well, to be at our highest potential, everybody'd be there. It's not easy. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes commitment, it takes discipline. It takes you to show up for you no matter what. But when we allow ourselves to show up for ourselves, take care of our own beings, it helps us to cope with stress in such a more efficient way and helps us respond versus react. We all have the power to choose, to take the best care of us, to walk through this world feeling absolutely amazing, more balanced, more present. When we're actually in a conversation with somebody, we're in that present moment. We're not in our to-do list running what we got to do next. We're actually with that person, giving them a listening ear. They feel our love. They feel important. This is so important for human beings. We're not human doings. We are human beings. So let's be a little bit more in our lives. You got to remember to love all over yourself. Give your body what it needs to thrive. Manifest your soul wellness. Manifest your highest potential, your highest frequency. We know the highest vibratory frequency is love, so let's embody it, right? Let's pick our intention card today. Let's see what our message is today. Your life is magic. You are magic. You are you. And that's the power of you. Nobody else is you. Nobody else can do what you do. Nobody has your own magic, right? So your power is that you have the most amazing, unique, soulful magic inside this physical being. And let's take care of our physical being, this physical vessel, so our souls can be taken care of, so our magic can shine all over everybody. Sprinkle your magic all over the world because you are absolutely soulfully amazing. So I want to remind you to bring self-care into your life today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Start today. Focus on your practices. Try new things. If something's working, keep on doing it. Give your body the tools it needs to reduce the effects of stress on your body, your mind, your soul. I know you can do it. I believe in all of you. And to learn more, you can always go to www.whisperingpath.yoga. But I want to just remind everybody to stay elevated, soulfully, energetically, physically. Let's all rise up together. Let's help each other reduce the stress in our lives, take better care of ourselves, so we can release the survival and bring in the thriving. Let's all thrive and elevate together. Peace, love, namaste, till the next Soul Show.